What? Alright, here we go. So it's now time to do... Whoops. To do the, quests and things in Trellis. I don't know why it's raining or dark all of a sudden. I really don't know. I loaded into the game and then did a quick load. I loaded the game up to test everything and then did a quick load, and now it's dark and rainy when I don't...
I'm sure you have something else to do.
When I don't think it was dark and rainy before, so I'm very confused about that. But, anyway, I'm finally inside Trellis. I have a teleporter stone that I got somewhere, somehow, at some point.
Halt, Mora.
What?
Do you have any healing potions?
None...
I need healing
What?
potions. Give me all you've got, or I'll pound you, understand?
I'm not gonna give you.
Don't you have an alchemist here?
No. That's the problem, you wise guy. Were you going to get one for us then?
What?
All right, I'll get you an alchemist.
Well, I can't wait to see how you will go about that.
Have you got a hint for me?
That slimy Mora Avogadro was our alchemist. Just took off the bastard.
Avocado.
Here is a healing potion.
See? That wasn't so hard. But that still isn't enough. We need more of them.
Like how many? Oh, hello. This orc is glitched out. Look at that. Okay, good. Alright, so I gotta find that guy Avocado. I don't remember where he was. He was somewhere, though. Was he in Namora? Was he on a farm? This guy looks like a paladin.
Don't look at me like that. I know that I really have no business being here.
You are a paladin.
I used to be one.
Boy, that was the
Until we
worst
lost
line
the war
delivery
and our
ever.
rune magic too.
You are a
Today,
paladin.
Nothing but a shadow from the past. Even the great plans of the fire mages aren't going to change that.
What great plans of the fire mages would that be?
Some mages in Nordmar think they have found a way to restore our magic. That's why they're searching for those old fire chalices and having them taken to their monastery.
Now, is there any reason that the paladins can't just learn ancient magic like the fire mages and I are doing? 'Cause I think there was always some technical difference between the paladin runes and the fire mage and water magician runes. There's some limitation. Like maybe paladins just don't have enough divine faith or divine blessing or aren't pure enough vessels or whatever to handle the full magical capacity of magic. But, like, is there actually any explanation for why that would be?
What else do you know about the fire chalices?
Nothing. I only know where one of them is.
And where?
In my pocket. I found it among the junk belonging to the soldiers who were driven from this castle.
I will tell him to give me the fire chalice.
Give me the fire chalice.
To do what with it?
Whatever you don't seem to be able to do.
All right.
What?
Here, take the thing. Who knows? If you take it to the fire mages in Nordmar, maybe some good will come out of it.
Well, that was easy. Much as I complain about illogical character motivations, I'm pleased to have gameplay convenience in this instance. But realistically, this guy Conrad should have no motivation to give me a fire chalice. If this is something that's important for the fire mages and you're a paladin who still has the belief that in Innos and divine magic and all of that, you should not be just giving this powerful artifact over to some random guy who just strolled into town. Especially when he doesn't even... I didn't even tell him what I was going to do with it. I didn't promise him, hey, I'm going to take it to the fire mages. Look, you can trust me, whatever. I didn't say any of that. That makes no narrative sense for that interaction to have happened that way.
You're fighting against your own people?
Enos has deserted us all. When the rune magic died, so did my faith.
Oh, so he doesn't have
will
his
not
faith
raise
anymore.
my sword against the oppressors again, unless Enos gives me back my magic.
You are working for the orcs?
Of course. Or should I go hide in caves like the rebels do? I'm strong, and I don't want to hide, you know.
Okay. So Prank is the guy that wants me to go find avocado to become an alchemist again. I really like this music. I know I said that before, because I think it's the same guitar track that was playing in Geldern, but this is really good stuff here.
We should drink instead of talking.
Kabir. I shall read your orange lectern.
There's nothing new here.
And then I shall read your other orange lectern.
Uninteresting.
Any other lecterns? How about this one?
There's nothing new here.
There's nothing new here. Heavy chest, I'd very much like to open that. These guys are surely not going to let me do that. Maybe if I can come back at night, but it's already like almost midnight, so why aren't they sleeping yet? Oh, Kabir, are you leaving? No, where are you going, Kabir?
Be careful what you touch in here, stranger. I will tolerate you in my house only as long as you have gold. I hope you get the point.
Who are you?
I'm a direct emissary from Verant. My name is Kabir. I buy and sell the rare valuables of the desert. I will make you a powerful man, if you can afford it. If your purse is empty, you might as well not waste my time. Every blessing has its price, as does every curse.
And every rose has its thorn.
Show me your goods.
It's got hashishishin weapons. Oh, silent death. Goodness gracious.
You're more than just a merchant, aren't you?
How perceptive of you. The orcs are searching throughout the land for relics of the Ancient Ones. We give the orcs free access to all parts of Varant and support them in their excavations. I see to it that the orcs keep up their end of the agreement.
What's the agreement between you Hashishin and the orcs?
We support the orcs, and they pay us for it. It's as simple as that. But Vak has been behind on his payments for a few days now. I cannot say that this pleases me at all.
Who's Vac? Is he the leader of this town?
How much gold does Vac still owe you?
An inconceivable amount of gold.
Inconceivable!
If Vak doesn't pay up soon, we will close the gates of Varant to the orcs. We won't open them again until the orcs settle their debt.
Tell me more about the relics of the Ancient Ones.
The orcs will gather whatever artifacts and ancient writing they can find, but they are most interested in the divine artifacts. They say that the Ancient Ones possessed several of them. That's why they make the humans excavate the old temples in order to find them.
What do you know about the divine artifacts?
I'm a businessman, not a scholar. The secrets of these rare relics have so far remained concealed from us secular people. Presumably, they are incredibly powerful in the hands of one who is chosen by the gods. But who knows?
What divine artifacts have the orcs already found?
They say that such an artifact existed in the Eastern Temple of Trellis.
Existed?
It is no longer there.
What makes you so sure?
Quite simple. I know where it is.
Do you really? Where is the divine artifact from the Eastern Temple?
The price for this answer exceeds the capacity of your purse, I'm afraid.
What will it take for you to tell me how to get to the divine artifact?
Here's the deal, stranger. You see to it that Vac sticks to his part of the agreement, and I will help you. I think that is only fair.
If you say so.
This book over here keeps making me think that it's my cursor. Because it's like the same color, size, and shape. Oh wait, that's confusing. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Prank again. Ooh.
Here it says something about alchemy.
Yeah, more useless alchemy.
You know exactly where our problems come from. Mora's had nothing but trouble.
But the time of the great beings had come to an end. For thus was the will of Adanos. And Adanos called a flood, and the being was washed off the earth.
We should bring those death tokens.
Uninteresting.
But there is another problem.
Well, this looks, interesting. Let's see if I can steal this and then use amnesia on anyone who, accuses me of anything. Lots of gold. Treasure. Bundle of weapons, gold.
Broken.
We should bring those death tokens. We have to hide down there.
Broken.
Save the exterminator.
This city treasury is kind of lame. Who gave me that quest? Who ransacked the... Okay.
Broken.
You're not supposed to impress me.
Okay. First orc I see. Let's see if they accuse me. Stop!
Stop! Some valuable things have gone missing here. Do you know anything about that?
No.
We're watching you.
Also, didn't I get that haggle skill? Or not haggle, the talk my way out of things? Make excuses. That's a bit of a silly name for something like that. Stop!
Not one step further!
Vac.
Who's...
The War Council of our Lord Vac.
Yeah, of course, alright. Oh, shut up. I'm trying to leave. Ah! Holy frame rate. If...
Damn, Mora.
My
What
luck.
is it?
Kind of want to steal a two-hander.
Tell me what you need.
Are you a good smith?
I should certainly think so. Many warriors have gone to battle successfully with my blades, but that was not always so. You should have seen my first sword, Mora. It was shabby with a jagged blade, but I have always carried it with me. It reminds me of my father.
You don't have your old sword anymore?
No, because that idiotic failure of an overseer, Tempek, just won't listen to what he's told. I said he could take some weapons from my chamber for his excavations at the Eastern Temple, but not the old sword lying on my bed, I said. Tempek must have taken it, the idiot.
Okay.
I'm supposed to... You are permitted to wield your weapon for the Orc people.
Who?
We Orcs, often it is past.
Okay, whatever. I don't care. If he goes back to sleep, then I'm gonna try to steal this. I think that two-hander is decently valuable. It's worth 150. Never mind. It's not valuable at all. Okay.
Damn, Mora. What is it?
So that's apparently it for the actual city of Trellis. Oh, there's a bored gatekeeper. Maybe I can...
Move along, Mora. Beat it.
Okay, so he will be used for a quest at some point. I just don't have the quest yet. So the actual city or castle or whatever is basically just that, it seems. However, it also seems that we got a decent amount of farmlands around it. Ow. Why does it sound like we now have... Oh, there's avocado. I found avocado. Is farming in here?
What is it?
Wait. Oh.
The grunting beasts beneath your farm are gone.
High time that someone took care of them. Here's the rent that is due to the orcs in Trellis. I'm positive that you are the right person to take it there.
Who do I give it to?
So you robbed the farmer farming.
Did I?
What?
Well, it won't ruin him.
You are completely without a conscience. I like that.
Oh.
I cleaned out the castle of Trellis.
I bet the orcs aren't. If you want,
Teach.
I don't care about that. How did you know that I robbed Farman? Did word get round from Farman himself that he'd been robbed and you just assumed it was me? Because we had talked about it? Okay, avocado. You're toast.
You're no farmer. You're a runaway alchemist. You work for the orcs in Trellis.
Please don't give me away. I'll give you all my gold. But don't tell anyone I'm hiding here, all right?
Why did you run away from Trellis anyway?
Can you imagine how the orcs treat you when you aren't a fighter? You're always getting pushed around and humiliated. I just couldn't take it anymore.
Did you just say something?
I'll give you what... That's all.
You're going back to Trellis, or I'll drag you there.
You're a nasty bounty hunter. Fine. I'll go back. But you better make sure I get...
I hate, like, sending these guys back to the orcs, but I guess I can justify it. In the sense that I plan to come back and liberate these cities later, so... He'll be fine eventually. but I need to pretend to be on the orc side or whatever long enough to get access to the leader to be able to strike from within, I guess would be the role-playing justification for this.
I'm here. Are you happy now?
You'll survive. Make me some...
So that's how it is. Now I get to work for you, too.
That's why you're here.
What are you waiting for?
Here's a couple of healing potions.
Show me...
When that happens, stop screwing around. If we crack down too hard, we'll soon run out of slaves.
Oh, there is another solution. Time has come to act.
Yeah, I don't care about any of that. Alright, Prank, where are you at?
How could it be any other way? Time has come to act.
Better stay out of it. But there is
I found Avogadro.
very good. Now take him back to his lab.
I found him on one of the farms. Avogadro is working in your lab again.
Avogadro.
Fine. If he takes very good, Mora.
Hey, leveled up. I got 12 skill points. I can get my strength to 170, which is almost enough to be able to almost equip this. Even though I also need to get the large weapons 2 training. Alright, so let's see. I got a quest from... Wait, that's not what I want. Camp Comics Artifact. This makes it all sound like I need to just go to the temple. Ooh, I got a shrine to Enos.
Enos. Grant. Grant. Grant.
Not sure I care about any of those basic stat increases. Derek.
I bet you came to demand the rent, right? But I cannot pay. Those thieving scum have stolen it all. Oh, damn it! See? Here they go again.
Oh, is it happening right now? Why is it gobos?
You showed him.
Anyone else?
There. So much for you, filthy beast.
Those filthy thieves are taking everything I have!
The cave of the thieving goblins to the north has been cleaned out. There will be no more goblins coming from there.
Thank Enos. Now there will be some peace and quiet on my farm. Thank you very much, stranger. May this little reward help you on your way.
Probably do it yourself.
What about your rent?
The rent money I was going to give Tellus has been stolen. Those dirty little bastards.
Doesn't matter.
Have I already collected it then? If I've already cleared out the cave?
There's so much that could happen.
Because I don't know. That was so long ago.
What is it?
Benjamin.
Another mercenary. Did you come to make trouble for us too?
Do I
Beat
look
it.
like a mercenary?
We've already suffered enough.
How many mercenaries do you see wearing fire magician's robes and ancient paladin helmets?
Take it easy, kid. Otherwise, I'll have to teach you a lesson.
Come on, then. I'm not afraid of you.
We gonna fight?
Someday this will all be over.
Relax, kid. I didn't come to make trouble.
Good thing for you.
Really?
I'd enjoy polishing your mug.
A servant like you shouldn't talk so big.
Servant? I am no servant.
Who?
The orcs at the temple excavation to the south, for example?
Who exactly?
The overseer? Yeah, that's it. The overseer there.
And it gets worse.
What's his name?
Why would I remember? Those orcs all look alike.
You racist
I don't believe
bastard.
a word of it.
Really? I worked for the orcs at the temple. My shovel must be lying around somewhere over there.
Really?
Take a look if you don't believe me.
And what's in it for me if I find your rotten old shovel?
If you bring me my shovel, I'll tell you how you can get your hands on a lot of gold.
Really? This is getting better and better.
Hey, I may be a hothead, but I'm not a liar. Got it?
We'll see.
That's weird that he admits to being a hothead, because usually I feel like people who are hotheads don't know they're hotheads. They just act brash.
What is it?
Get out of my way, cow. So the map makes it look like the excavation site temple thing is basically straight south. Gobo! This is interesting. Yeah, okay, I've been down there. Coal. Oh, I gotta take him to Namora? Holy crap.
You were right.
I told you so. Those lazy...
Okay, Cole, let's go.
I will look.
You would at last. Do you think?
We'll.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's head.
All right. Follow me.
All right.
I hope
follow
you know
me.
that I'm not much help in a fight.
In that case, you should run faster.
This guy is super excited to be heading to Namora. That was an incredibly sharp turn he took. What am I stuck on?
That's it. We're here. I really hope the rebels will let me join. Thank you, stranger. Here, take this for your way back. May Enos protect you.
Well, I've maxed out Namora. That's kind of cool, I guess. Southeast. I think up that way leads to a bandit camp. I think there's somebody up here also that I can turn in a quest for.
As if it were so easy. First a break.
Hey, Steve.
Take my advice.
Don't you have anything to do?
I talked to Russell, the commander of Namora.
Wonderful. What did he say?
Well, you can forget about reinforcements.
Damn. I was afraid of that. No hard feelings. I'll have to think of something else then. Here. For your trouble.
Okay. That it? That's it. I guess that's it.
Stop screwing around. You should know better.
So here we got one of the, I guess, temples of Adanos or excavation sites. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. Unless there's another one somewhere that's really not shown on this map. And these things, they look kind of reminiscent of the Temple of Adanos that the builders built in Jarkandar from Gothic 2. And are also possibly a bit of a inspiration for the temples that rise out of the ground in Risen. Ow, God. Poison bladder. What the hell is that? That sounds like a troll. Where there's one, there seem to usually... Or where there's one, there's usually more, I should say. Oh, now there's monsters. Great. I'm like basically indestructible. I don't know that there's any enemy in this game that I can't kill. Apparently there's no animal trophies on gargoyles. Hello Adrian, how's it going? This is an interesting little stone circle. This is probably the best example of like developer placed, hand placed loot and rewards for like rewarding exploration. Because we got a couple of permanent stat potion items. We got a paladin shield and a sword, and then an old chest. Like, I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say that this might be the most mechanically rewarding spot to find in this game so far. Because most of the time it's just a random chest with random junk in it. Whereas this has a little bit of an interesting piece of scenery. We got a shrine of Beliar, a couple of rare and valuable plants, and then an old chest. With a fallen, with a dead paladin, I guess. I guess the Banish Evil is supposed to be the special loot in this one, but that's kind of lame. I really don't care for the RNG loot in these games. Well, in this game. You know, Gothic 1 and 2 had it basically perfect, with all the hand-placed loot everywhere. And with a world this big, you almost need to have some, oh, I guess it wasn't Banish Evil, it's this Ring of Protection. But in a world this big, it's almost required that you put randomized loot in. And particularly with the notoriety of how rushed and incomplete this game was, they kind of had to put the randomized loot in, but that it's just really lame, and it takes away from the feeling of satisfaction that came from exploring the world and finding new things. When it's kind of just luck of the draw what you get, because some of these things are more useful than others, and some things are just more valuable.
Broken. Broken.
See, I'm just perpetually disappointed with everything in this old chest. Even though this is supposed to be one of the more valuable ones because it's part of that scripted loot progression, it's still just disappointing. And I think as more time goes by, I think the argument that Gothic 1 and 2 were a fluke might be gaining more and more credibility or truth to it. Because they've made, what, 7? Yeah, 7 games, and really, Gothic 1 and 2 were the best ones that they've ever made. I really liked Elix a lot, but even that game was not quite as good as Gothic 1 and 2 in a lot of ways. Risen 1 was good, but still kind of a little clunky in some areas, and felt like the second half of that game kind of went by a little too fast, but this is hard to imagine how you can create such great games back to back with your debut effort and then struggle like monumentously to be able to recapture that. And some games like Gothic 3 and Risen 2 and Risen 3 are all kind of like extremely disappointing in varying degrees, so it's weird. The Witcher series is pretty good, but I'm probably backwards of what general common population thinks, because I like the first one the best, The Witcher 3 was okay. It had some decent characters and some good quests, but the open world design in that game was kind of bland. The Witcher 2 was... I liked how Witcher 2 took that completely divergent path in the second act, where the game was completely different depending on who you sided with. That was kind of cool, but it felt... the whole game felt a little too much like a cinematic RPG. It was a little bit too on rails, so to speak, but you kind of have to have that in order to make that second chapter thing work the way it did. Huh. I did not know that they shared the voice actors. Interesting. Yeah, I think even just in the gameplay, I think you can kind of... you can trace a little bit of an influence from Gothic in the first Witcher. They're ultimately pretty different games, but this is the sort of thing where usually if you like one of them, you'll like the other one a lot as well. Excuse me one sec. Wanted to turn my ceiling fan off just now. Okay. So unless there's more farms and things that I'm missing, this might be about the last thing I can really do in and around Trellis. Yeah, I've seen that argument made a lot. It's kind of like a cross between Ultima and Tomb Raider, I guess. They got kind of like RPG-style world design from Ultima and the action and adventure third-person kind of element of Tomb Raider 1 and 2. What the hell is this? Krush Mylok. Okay. So that's one of the things I need. There's also supposed to maybe be a shovel around here somewhere that might or might not be Ben's. Yeah, supposedly Ultima 9 was terrible. I haven't played any of the Ultima games. I don't want to say that like Ultima 9 and Gothic 1 were in development at about the same time. When did Ultima 9 come out? Like 99?
You'd better not get too close to the temple, Mora.
A Dragon's Dogma, there's a good game. I don't know that I felt the Gothic vibes as strongly in that game, but I liked it a lot for similar reasons. Exploring the world and overcoming difficult challenges to find rewarding loot and leveling up and things like that, that's all has a kind of a similar feel to the general systems in Gothic. With like a bit of Monster Hunter, Dark Souls type of combat.
Milok is looking for his old sword.
Don't bother me with that old story, Mora. It could be that I brought it here with me, but I don't really remember. I don't have time for that sort of nonsense.
Show me your goods.
This guy's got a bunch of garbage. Ooh, I think the paladin shield I picked up was actually a fresh one and not a worn one. That's actually really cool. Yeah, I'm told that these orcs in this game are supposed to be like a different race of orcs. Supposedly, the orcs from Gothic 1 and 2 were, you know, island natives or something like that, and these are supposed to be northern orcs, so they're a little more advanced than the primitive tribal society orcs from the first two games, but I don't like it. It's like I don't know that that's ever explained anywhere in game. I feel like that's just something that the developers said in an interview. But it's also like we spent 2 games getting to know these orcs, or the orcs from Gothic 1 and 2 as sort of the main antagonists of the series. And then you come into the third and final game and then suddenly the main antagonist is a little different. And that's weird. Even if it's justified from a gameplay standpoint of wanting to have orcs that you can actually interact with and take quests from and do faction allegiance type stuff with them, that's still pretty lame. I have never heard of the Wiggles. That sounds like some sort of dance move.
You better go, otherwise we'll get in trouble.
How are the excavations going?
Not good at all. I'm supposed to collect artifacts and other relics here, but I don't know where I should get them. There's nothing more to be had out here. And 20 snappers couldn't drag me back into the temple.
Why? What's wrong with the temple?
What's wrong with the temple?
It's swarming with undead, Mora. You'd better not mess around with those disgusting beings.
Well, shoot, I got Fireball and Death to Undead and Fire Rain. What's the worst they could do?
Have you ever been in the temple?
I most certainly have. My group here used to be twice as big. But then suddenly, all these skeletons came out of the ground and attacked us. What you see here is the battered remains of my people. The others were lost in the temple.
Are there any survivors in the temple?
I don't know. Someone will have to look. But I won't do it. That much is certain.
I get the picture.
Is Ben's shovel in the temple? Was Ben a survivor?
Thoris expects the excavations here to start producing again.
Oh, does he now? The bastard isn't even here. He doesn't have to deal with this stupid temple.
I feel like there is actually a shovel somewhere around here that I'm supposed to pick up, but I don't remember. Little Benjamin by a farm somewhere claims to have been a digger here. Have any of you guys seen a shovel that would happen to have somehow Ben's name on it? Really not seeing this shovel. It might be inside, or it might not exist at all. Oh wow, the music just changed so dramatically. Alright, so what do we got? A temple guard. He gets one shot with a fireball. As do the skeletons. I have zero concern. Tempek, you're a pansy. Oh, I guess this is Ben's shovel. Because it says Ben's shovel on it. Alright, who's aggroing me? Come at me. Let's do this. Zombo.
Broken.
What? That was such a strong musical accent while I was doing nothing. And while apparently nothing happened. That's it. That's it. Just a few rooms. Like what? Three skeletons, a zombie, and a scorpion monster.
Broken. Broken. Broken.
Stop breaking lockpicks and open the chest. Oh god, these chests just get worse and worse. Like, none of this is appealing to me. I think these temples might be yet one more disappointing element in this game, because there's really not any sort of dungeon crawling element to this game. And Gothic 1 and 2 both had dungeons. Gothic 1 had like the old mine, the new mine, the Temple of the Sleeper, the Orc Cemetery, and the Temple of the Sleeper especially. And then Gothic 2 had the Temple of Adanos to a certain degree, the Isle of Yrderath, and then this game has like these things, but I mean, this is the first one I've explored in this playthrough. So maybe the other ones might be a little bigger, but if I remember right, they're really just kind of like this, or it's just a few rooms with a few enemies and no puzzles or feeling of progression or character involvement. I think one of them has Lester outside of it. You'd maybe do something with Lester. But I really feel like having those sorts of more linearly structured dungeons with puzzles and progression from beginning to end with some sort of objective you're trying to achieve at the end, like getting a thing or beating a boss. I really feel like that stuff gives a good counterbalance to open world freedom, and with the game world as big and open and spacious as this, I think it would have helped to have had some more dungeon type things. And that's the complaint I have with Elix as well. Even though Elix is ultimately a much better game than this one,
May
it's still...
Beliar protect you, Mora. I almost took you for one of those disgust. I thought I would be left to rot.
It still was missing dungeons.
Can you walk?
You're about to see if I can. Come on. Let's get out of here.
What?
Tempek has given up the search for survivors in the temple.
That's just like him. His fear far outweighs his honor. I never found out how he managed to become an overseer. He would be better off herding sheep, the coward.
And so now that I've killed everything, this quest to help him get out should be pretty easy.
I'll chop you to pieces.
Unless the game is going to spawn a bunch of more enemies. Which I think just happened. Why did he say I'll chop you to pieces? And who said that? What is happening? Who said that? Who said I'll chop you to pieces? And why did they say that? That was so weird.
Thank you for your help, Mora. I would never have found the courage to face the undead by myself. Take these potions as a token of my gratitude.
I really want to say that the handling of the gods in this game is kind of a retcon that they made for gameplay purposes. Because like you're saying, Beliar in the first two games was depicted as the god of the beast who wanted the extinction of mankind, and it was like the polar opposite of Enos, the god of light and humanity. Sort of warring brothers at odds about what type of creature should rule the earth or whatever world this is, and then Adanos being the god of balance, trying to... I think supposedly he banished both gods from the world. And so technically it's like Adanos is the only god left. But then I think in this game they kind of tweaked the rules or whatever of the philosophies of the gods. Just that way there would be justifiable reasons from a gameplay perspective of why you would want to choose Beliar or whatever. For the sake of the story, because there's really no reason in the first two games why you would want to suddenly start helping and praying to and supporting and propagating Beliar's agenda when he was the bad guy. But then I think they just did that in this game to give you three choices that was sort of in a cookie cutter form that kind of matched the lore they already had, even if it didn't really make sense.
I found a survivor in the temple. Kamek the shaman.
Thank Beliar. Kamek's death would have been a great loss for the Orcish people. Thanks for the good news, Mora.
What should I tell Thoris now?
Tell him I'm breaking my back here. The Mora will have his delivery soon.
So by the same token, they also retconned the ending of Gothic 2 when it was said that Beliar, or not Beliar, that Xardus had taken the power of Beliar from the undead dragon and become the avatar of Beliar. And meanwhile, you were kind of both the avatar of Enos and Beliar somehow. Sorry, Enos and Adanos.
Nothing to be had.
And then in this game, suddenly, it's now some Hashishin guy and King Robar who are the avatars of Beliar and Enos, so I don't really understand what's happening with any of that. You're saying that, like, the water mages would have been normal fire mages, I guess, and then branched off to become... Stop yelling at me, oh my god. You're saying that the water mages would have been normal fire mages or something like that, and then split off to become water mages inside the barrier after the fact?
The excavations at the Eastern Temple are on track again.
It's about time. Not much longer and I would have gotten in trouble from above. Here is your pay, bastard.
I guess I'd have to look at that intro cutscene again, but I want to say that when the intro cinematic to Gothic 1 shows the voiceover of Zardas explaining how the barrier was erected, I thought there was some visual of a mage in a blue robe with a hood on, which would certainly look to be a water mage.
Testing me.
That's what you always say. It's your honor.
I found your old sword.
Really? Show me. Indeed. This is it. You know exactly where I'll find it.
At the excavations in the Eastern Temple.
I knew it. Tempek did pocket it. The dog. Thanks, Mora. For that, you'll get something from me.
I don't want to pay you to teach me that. I don't even want to learn to be a smith. Okay, so I'm finally allowed in here. Solid metal. Guess I'll talk to Vac.
Why are you disturbing my council of war? Speak!
I mean, it seems possible that Gothic 3 could have been intending to introduce other type of elemental mages, but it and a lot of other things could have just been scrapped. Because it does sound like they had to cut a lot of ideas in this game just to get it done, due to a combination of making the scale of the game so big and also pressure from Joe Wood to release the game like way before they were really ready to.
Council of War? The war is over.
Little smartass. You humans have been subdued. No serious threat can be expected from you anymore. Nevertheless, I must attend to the balance of power in this part of the country.
Who could challenge the power of the orcs?
I said nothing of challenge. I said balance of power. The Hashishin are our allies. They let us conduct excavations in their desert. Furthermore, they grant us unobstructed access to their desert and their cities. For that, we pay them a heap of gold. But despite their friendship, someone has to make sure they don't get too strong. And that is my task.
You're preparing for a war with the Hashishin?
We are on the edge of the desert here. If the Hashishin send a sizable army into the Midlands, I will get warning from here first. If this castle falls, nothing will stop the Hashishin from entering the Midlands. I want to prevent that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a pretty wide open area that they could pass through without having to come really that close to your castle.
Is that supposed to impress me?
I mean, besides like building boats and fording this river or bay, whatever this is, they could go that way, or they could just come up around here. Like, even this little area here is the castle's really not in that strategic or tactical of a position to prevent them from getting in. If they wanted to get in, they could easily circumvent this castle.
Tell me more about your alliance with the Hashishin.
The Hashishin were very helpful in the war against the Moras. They took care of that part of the world which we orcs rarely visit, the desert. Furthermore, we pray to the same god, Belial. It was a strategic decision to make an alliance with them.
What about the rebels?
Yes, right. They still exist too. And you say the war is over. Bah. The rebels raid the farms, blockade the paths to the desert, and rob us whenever they can. They're said to have a major camp up in the west. They call it Nemora. I would love to eradicate Nemora, but I have other worries at the moment. As you know, I would richly reward anyone who manages to smash that camp to bits. If I can afford it, of course.
How are the excavations going?
We're digging like lunatics all over the world to find the divine artifacts. So far, our efforts haven't borne as much fruit as we hoped. Only Belial knows if the amulet from the temple in the east really is a divine artifact.
I want your divine artifact.
Ha ha ha. Why should I give it to you?
It's of no value to you.
Nonsense. I have other problems, Mora. I still don't have enough gold to keep our part of the agreement with the Hashishin. That cutthroat of a Hashishi, Kabir, has been waiting for an answer from me for days. What do you think will happen if he doesn't get his accursed gold soon?
I will bring you the gold for the Hashishin.
You want to bring me all the gold? Are you serious? We're talking about 50,000 gold coins.
Phew, that's not pocket change.
I know that, you moron. But all right. If you actually manage to succeed...
I'll see what...
Maybe I'll just murder you and take it from you. How about that?
Where should I get the gold for the Hashishin?
The best way is to visit... Go to the adjacent temple and have the... You'll have to get the rest of the... I don't care how...
I see.
How do you expect those farmers to have 50,000 gold? They barely have like 1,000 gold, let alone any substantial amount that would get you to 50 grand. Goodness gracious. I've barely got 50 grand.
I'm so thirsty.
Just so nobody here is gonna give me anything? Are you kidding me? I thought I was supposed to come collect money from you guys. Did I somehow already collect money and just wasn't paying attention? He's got nothing. I guess I already stole 1,000 gold from him.
Yeah, I appreciate how relatively liberal they are with free teleporting. There's, no restrictions other than you have to get to the location first on foot and then find a rune. But once you do that, you can freely teleport there. But yeah, there really does need to be some better system for getting around otherwise, because just sprinting everywhere is a real tedious pain in a world this big. What I really want is the damn jetpack from Elix. But that's probably unrealistic expectation and would really not fit the lore or setting of this world. Maybe if they had like a levitation spell. Like, this is really where I want that damn jetpack. Oh wait, that's like the pass to Ferrant. I don't want to go that way. I'm trying to find that farm that Ben was on, but I don't remember where the hell that farm was. Draken. I might actually own a copy of that game. It's a PlayStation 2 game where you play a young lady fighter who rides a dragon or has a dragon companion. I feel like I have that. Yeah, I have a PS2 copy of Draken the Ancient Gates, or the Ancient's Gates. Is that like the sequel? Well, that's what I have then. Haven't played it. I think I might have played like 10 minutes once. But I do have Draken 2, I guess. I own a ton of PlayStation 2 games that I haven't played. A lot of computer games too. I'm pretty sure I went in that cave. I really just want to find the stupid farm where Ben is at. It's not this one straight ahead, because that's Foreman's.
See you later.
Yeah. See you later, Thoris.
Can only hope so.
Can I talk to Kabir at all? Nah. I'm stuck.
Stop! Not what?
Shut up, let me in.
All right.
Also, didn't I just walk in earlier and you didn't stop me? Why did you stop me that time?
Fight with honor.
I don't think Ben is over here. Maybe he is? I thought he was like up against a cliff somewhere. This is where Avocado was. Oh my, where is this stupid farm at? Oh, this might be it over there.
I have your shovel. You owe me something.
You were really in the temple?
As you can see.
But there were these horrible...
Undead.
One thing I've got to give you. You're brave.
You forgot something.
What?
Cash, pal. Out with it.
Sometimes I've seen the farmer Derek creeping over to the Eno statue at night. Take a look around. He's definitely got something stashed away there.
Okay, so I guess the whole point of these farms is not that I'm supposed to go and say, hey, give me your earnings. I guess I'm just supposed to do some quest where I effectively steal their money. Because I did something like that at Farmin. Did something like that here. And I think I did a quest for Josh where he paid me. So that might be about all I can really expect out of that. I think that's it for Martana. So I guess I'll just head on to the pass to Varant and start doing quests and exploring Varant. I don't really want to explore Verant or Verant or whatever it's called, because the place is, it's huge. I mean, Mertana's this big, and it took me 30 some hours to do all of this, basically. This place is like almost twice that size. With fewer cities, admittedly, and a lot of wasted space. But I really just don't want to spend too much time in Verant, so I might just do 1 or 2 cities and call it good enough. And speaking of ambient music, where is the ambient music? Somehow the game has glitched out and stopped playing the music. Am I even heading towards the pass? This is like the longest road ever. There we go. There's some music. I really like that guitar track that sometimes plays inside the towns. That one's really good.
Nothing more to be had there.
What? What? Why is there...
I have to work.
Why are you walking around here? And why do you have a wig floating on the floor next to you? I don't understand. Why are there 2 of you? Do you have a floating wig sliding around next to you? He does not. How bizarre. Alright, now we got that wonderful Verant music kicking in. Or maybe not. We got something kicking in. Alright, so this is where I'm gonna have to take a little bit of a break. I need to eat some dinner, use the restroom, get some water, and so on and so on. So I'm gonna call it quits for now. But thanks for watching. Nice talking with you, Adrian. I'll be back in a little bit, so keep an eye out. And I'll talk to you next time. Continuing on, I am at the outskirts of Verant. So it is time to start doing... Whoa, hello. The music just kicked in really, really hardcore. So it's about time to start doing some quests in the desert. Like I was saying last time, I don't want to have to do all of these towns. I might possibly try to go to the orc excavation sites and some of the bigger cities, maybe, but I'm getting kind of tired of this game and don't want to spend too much more time playing. other than to get, you know, a sampling of what's going on in the desert. So,
Greetings, traveler. Welcome to Varant, the great desert. You must be thirsty. Here, have a sip of cool water.
Tell me about the desert.
The desert is a dangerous place. You will not get far without any water. Beyond the paths lurk nomads and wild beasts. I do not know which is worse. So, before you go off into the wilderness, get yourself a decent weapon. And
yeah.
of course, you need to carry enough water at all times. We Hashishan live in the cities. You will be safe there.
My weapon is called Fireball. Where can I get it? Do I really need to ask this at this point in the game?
Where can I get a weapon?
Follow this path. It will take you directly to Braga. It is only a small village, but you cannot miss it. You will get everything you need there. Their water is not as fresh as what I can give you, of course.
Of course.
Tell me about your people.
We Hashishin are a humble people, oppressed by Ino's scorching curse. The merciless sun lets almost nothing grow in this country. You could say that we live hand to mouth.
Is that so?
Naturally, there are some creature comforts, but those are reserved for Zubin and his black mages.
Zubin, what a silly name.
Who is Zubin?
Zubin is our great leader. He is ancient and possesses the power of Beliar. We pay him tribute, and he keeps Beliar's wrathful gaze away from us. And his warriors and black mages protect us from the nomads.
Tribute?
Gold and precious goods. We pay him so that no harm may befall us.
I see.
Did I hear that right? And did he say that they worship Beliar, but they pay a guy, a divine, like the avatar of Beliar or whatever, to keep Beliar's wrath away from them? Why would you worship a deity that seems actively trying to harm you and that you have to go through belabored operations and procedures to prevent being destroyed by your god? Shh. Meanwhile, why do I have the Martana music playing? Can I get Varant music, please? Come on, game. Thank you. See, this music is epic. This maybe sounds like it should be the type of music playing in a major city as opposed to like an outpost right on the outskirts of the country. Bernardo. Oh, is that Diego? Diego, old buddy. You left before I could talk to you.
Hey, Diego. What's up?
I've been nosing around a bit. Looks like Zubin is still the undisputed ruler of the desert.
Zubin? Maybe I should go pay him a visit.
That won't be so easy. Zubin is sitting tight in his palace in Ishtar, and they won't let you in unless they can be sure you're a friend of the Hashishin.
So, what do I need to do?
You will have to do a bit of work for the Hashishin. But it looks like there'll be plenty to do. You should make friends with the Black Mages. They are the most influential group.
What are you doing here in Braga?
I was going to hunt for a while. Lucas says they have some dark snappers here. Their leather is suitable for the manufacture of armor. We could go together if you want.
Well, what? Why are you hunting?
Let's go hunting.
Off we go.
I thought you were supposed to be a thief type. A guy who comes to cities to steal, like maybe trade type things, not hunting. There's so many of these snappers.
This is a dangerous place. I wouldn't be surprised if nomads were hiding out here somewhere.
What are you going to do next?
Well, to tell you the truth, I have no big plans. I was thinking I may just hunt a bit and line my pockets with gold. You are the one who knows what needs to be done. And if you need me, we can tackle things together.
I really don't know what needs to be done. This is boring. I guess jackals don't have fur. Are these rebels or nomads?
Just you wait,
I guess
boy.
they're nomads. Robbers? Malir. Can I hit the damn guy? Thank you. Alright, so we got some desert caves. With the same type of things inside of them, just with different walls, basically. Malir has nothing of notes in his inventory. Oh, hello. That jackal just vanished out of existence. There he is. I'm gonna... There we go. This is a basket with a healing spell on it. I had forgotten that I had learned that spell. Oh, man. Just kind of tedious. I'm stuck. Come on, get up. There's so many ruins. Ay, ay, ay. It's like this whole... Man. This whole road is just ruins. Who are these guys? More nomads? That's boring. Alright, well that was another quest apparently. That was 2 quests actually. Might have been 1 quest broken into 2 parts. To kill each of Bragg, whoever that guy was and whoever the other guy was. I don't know, these guys aggroed me on sight. I just fireballed them. Healing and jewelry. Ah, get. Holy jackal source, Batman. Ah! Where did this guy come? God, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! I'm about to die because of broken gameplay mechanics. Holy crap. Ah. God, that was so aggravating. Just that thing attacking like "Arr, arr, 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 arr," just constantly. The sound effects, the animations, the fact that the character gets stun locked into oblivion. It's just the worst.
Nothing more to be had there.
Riordan? Hey, I know you.
Well, look who's here.
You sound different.
Who are you?
Oh, whoops.
Don't you remember? I am Riordan.
I hit the wrong button.
Mage. We... Oh, never mind.
Nope.
Let's not rehash old stories.
No, please do.
What do you do?
I have to reload this. I gotta hit the right dialogue option.
Well,
What are you doing here?
I wonder that myself. It isn't safe here in any case.
And what are you looking for here?
Actually, I'm looking for ancient knowledge. Stone tablets, artifacts, anything that the Ancient Ones left behind.
Where are the other water mages?
Satyrus mated to the ancient temple city of Al-Shadim.
Al-Shadim.
That one of the divine artifacts is there. Medarian and a tribe of nomads have set out for the temple of Morasul, and Nefarious is far to the northwest. He is on the trail of an ancient legend. I don't know anything about the others.
What are you planning now?
I want out of here. I've got raiders behind me and Hashishin in front. This is not a good place to look for stone tablets. But there is a nomad hideout in the cliffs to the west. Azaru's tribe is staying there. They have discovered a couple of ancient inscriptions. The way is dangerous. I could use your help.
How far is it?
What exactly do you water mages have to do with the nomads?
We are one people. And before King Robar sent us to the island of Carinus, we roamed the land of our fathers together.
What? Okay.
Why did you answer the king's call?
Well, Nordmar and Murtana were being fought over. The orcs conquered one city after another. We believed we could end the war with the ore from the island.
Well, that came to nothing.
No. The War of the Gods now rages worse than ever before, because it is close to being decided.
I guess we'll go to Asaru. Azaru, whoever. Escort Riordan. I guess we're gonna go up that hill to where that tree is directly in front of me. And then maybe go around a corner. Hey look, it's a mine crawler except in the sand. And they can't be looted. No mandibles or anything. Are you gonna do anything about these sand crawlers? You're just gonna get your ass kicked? Goodness, wait, did he just cast a fireball? Shouldn't you be using water magic?
Better you than me.
Why is this Azaru character so far away? And we're back in Martana music. And he's got no spoken dialogue.
I can't give you much, but if you like, I will share my knowledge of the ancient magic with you.
Teach me.
Yo, finally! This guy's got some stuff I can maybe learn. Do I care about any of this, though? Sleep? Maybe?
You're keeping
God.
dangerous company, traveler.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There are only two reasons why you should be here.
There are?
Either you want my head, or you intend to join us.
Option 3, I was helping a friend come here because he wanted to.
What exactly do you mean by join?
We need someone who has access to the cities. With your help, we could prepare for battle against the Hashishin. Then we will free Braga.
Okay.
All right. Let us cooperate.
A wise decision. Listen then. The clans of the Nomads have left the path of tranquility. We are now traveling on the path of combat. Some clans have succumbed to the wrath of Beliar. They roam the land, murdering and pillaging, never distinguishing between friends and enemies. Beware of these people.
Okay.
What am I supposed to do?
Bring Isla back to Braga.
Isla.
Nafla must be pining away for her already. This will make him careless. He's going to think that we are dead. Talk to the others before you go. They will tell you what remains to be done.
That's Isla? Okay. Ayatos.
We will attack Braga.
Braga is a good bit from. Before we attack, we'll assemble. Make sure the fields of
The fields of...
Good. Talk to Az...
Okay. Alright, lady. Let's go back to town.
I'll take you out of here.
Good.
And then I guess I'm gonna have to run back here to talk to Azaru. Where's she at? Isla? Yep, NPCs don't seem to have the ability to sprint. Oh, she's got a wig too. floating wig on the ground. Goodness gracious. Oh, she can sprint. Why doesn't she do that more often? Huh. Okay. So was supposed to take her to Nephilim or who? What? I have reputation with the nomads of 5. Alright, who the hell is Nephilim?
You aren't from here. Tell me, have you come to discover the secrets of Beliar?
Not really.
I will bring Isla back.
Excellent. She will sweeten my nights with her dancing. I assume that Azaru will pose no more problems for us?
Asaru is no longer an issue.
Good. Then go take care of something else. Here, hand out a little gold.
I think there was more dialogue that I was supposed to get before finding Isla. Like, I was supposed to talk to this guy, and then he's supposed to say, hey, I miss my woman. Go get my woman.
What sort of secrets?
We black mages command magic spells of great power. We command the gift of the ancient divine magic.
Ah, magic spells.
And in the city of Ishtar, the art of two-handed fighting has been taught for many years. But only a man who makes good deals is worthy of learning our secrets. I want to offer you such a deal. What do you say?
What is it?
I am offering you the opportunity. All I want to hear from you.
Sure.
Then listen.
I had no choice.
These men here owe tribute to Zuben. It's not as though they do not want to pay, but they managed to have it taken from them.
What happened?
Tufail, that son of a fool, let himself be robbed by a handful of nomads. But it is high time Zuben received what he is due. It is time for the merchants to pay.
Therefore, they should all pay again.
And you will handle this affair for me.
I see. Which men are on your list?
The 3 merchants here in Braga. Each of them owes Zuben 500 gold coins. And Abbas, the water vendor. I am expecting a chalice from him. Talk to him.
Is it a
He
fire
knows exactly
chalice?
what I want. And Tufail. What shall we do with Tufail? It is his fault the tribute was stolen. I have already banished him from the city, but he is still in the vicinity. If he can pay, which I do not believe, he can leave as far as I'm concerned. If not, make short work of him. That will serve as a warning to the others.
Okay.
When the servant of Enos realized what was happening, he had the 5 divine artifacts brought into the temple, and the people of Verant perished. Staff and scepter sank down into the waters.
And are you quite sure of this?
Welcome, traveler. Welcome. I know why you are here, and you have come to exactly the right place.
Yeah, you got 500 bucks for tribute.
You have come to buy a superb weapon. And if you haven't, I have... Take a look.
Alright, let's see your crappy goods.
Show me your goods.
It will all look different in the morning.
Everybody needs to pay tribute.
I've been waiting for this moment.
It's always the same old story.
Yep, nothing really worth buying.
I hate it when that happens.
We cannot help you then.
I think Beliar is testing me.
I knew something like that would happen.
I hate it when that happens.
Let me tell you, be careful.
And are you quite sure of this?
I've come to get your tribute.
So, Tufail also said that some time ago, and I trusted him with my gold. And what did he do? He let a handful of nomads take it away from him.
Does that mean you don't want to pay?
That's the way it is, stranger. I already paid, and I won't pay another coin.
I guess I'll have to beat the tribute out of you.
You can try it. You are no challenge for me.
Hey, folks! There's a fight!
Defend yourself.
Was that it? He's got a teleporter rune. Well, that was worth it. Just for the damn teleporter. I'm sitting here going, there's got to be a better way to resolve this quest. Or I'll just beat it out of him and get a teleporter stone while I'm at it. Get up. Thank you.
My skull.
How about it? Will you pay now?
You leave me no choice, father of heavy blows.
Father of heavy blows. That's preposterous. Alright.
Hey, welcome to Braga. I am Luca.
Wait, you're a merchant?
Do you have anything to sell?
I am inconsolable, but I cannot offer you any armor. All the hunters who worked for me are dead. They were caught in a nomad ambush. Maybe you should try the next city.
Where is the next city?
Benarai is to the east. Sancho holds the mining village tightly in his grip. There's always something to do there. And if you're tough enough, you could also try making your way to Morosul. The great slave fortress lies south of here. But the way is very perilous.
I have come to demand your tribute.
Looks like you've come in vain, then. I haven't got a single coin.
That's not my problem.
Wait, let me propose you a deal.
Like what?
Bring me some dark leather, and I can make some armor for you.
And in exchange, you want me to pay the tribute for you?
I don't owe Zubin all that much, only 500 gold coins. Armor made by me is worth much more than that.
I suppose I have no choice. All right, I agree.
Thank you, son of judiciousness.
Son of judiciousness.
You struck a good bargain.
I prefer father of heavy blows.
Here's the leather.
I found some more armor in the camp. You can have it. May it protect you well at all times. It is time that I ate something.
I'll stick to my fire robes.
Welcome, traveler. I hope you leave.
What's wrong with your neck?
I am Jose, the slave trader. If you are interested in work, I have got something for you.
I have come to collect your tribute.
Of course I will pay. Give my compliments to Nephalem.
He's got a tumor or a goiter coming out of his neck.
What do you have to offer me?
The nomads keep attacking us. Several tribes are wreaking havoc around here. I will pay you a hefty bounty for each tribe leader that you kill.
Who are the tribe leaders?
Malir and Taklar are the leaders of these bands of raiders. They are ambushing travelers in the ruins. They're the same ones who
What's
attacked
wrong
Tufail
with your neck?
and stole our tribute. We have not seen hide nor hair of Asaru's tribe in a while. That is the way those nomads are. You never know where the bastards are hanging out.
I have done away with Taklar.
You have earned the bounty, then.
I took care of Malor.
I bow to your bravery, son of Peril. Take this gold as a reward for your deed.
These guys just make up all kinds of pretentious sounding names for you. I'm still going with Father of Heavy Blows as the best one.
You'd better go now.
And Diego is officially useless. He existed for one quest. Unless there's more going on with him later in the game that I don't know about. He seems kind of useless now. Alright. Where's Nephalem?
I'll pay the tribute for Luca.
I hope you at least made a good deal with him.
Here is the tribute from Jose.
I don't suppose he caused you any trouble. He is a good merchant. He sold slaves to all the orcs that came by, and the pass is the only way into the desert.
Here is the tribute from Bernardo.
He didn't give you any trouble, did he?
Well, not really.
Meanwhile, what's up with her neck? She's dancing with such vigor that her neck is clipping through her necklace. And also turning partially invisible. That kind of seems like about it for this town. I just gotta find Tufail.
Somebody is going to pay for this.
What?
You need to work with what you've got. It's always the same old story.
So I gotta look around for Tufail, who's somewhere outside of town. Oh wait, I gotta collect something from Abbas.
I've come to...
I would pay Son of Forbearance,
Son of
but I'm afraid
Forbearance.
that mere gold will not suffice. I promised Zubin my chalice, the chalice of water vendors.
But of course, you no longer have it.
Of course.
I gave it to Tufail when he collected the tribute, but that son of a jinx allowed them to take it from him. I humbly beg of you, find the chalice and bring it to Nephalem.
I found the chalice? Did I?
Where could the chalice be?
The nomads have it. They're...
Okay.
I found...
Then take it.
I guess I did find it. Where's Tufail though? I'm supposed to do something. Teach him a lesson or... It's a fire lizard? How is the fire lizard gonna take damage from fireball? Shouldn't those guys be immune to that? Man, this 2-file guy could be anywhere. Note how I was able to get the dark leather from the ones that I was hunting with Diego, but not these other ones. I wonder if, like, that skeleton looks like it's been there forever. As evidenced by the fact that any flesh is completely withered and the bones have been, like, bleached white. They've been eroded to such a degree or whatever. But don't sand dunes and deserts kind of, doesn't the sand blow around so much that that thing would have basically been buried? For as long as it takes for that thing to decompose to that state. These lions? Why are there lions here? This is unexpected. Yeah, this lion has a very large harem. Alright, so that was moderately interesting. I fought some lions and lizards at an oasis. One of them was a rotten beast that had some type of weird fur. Seems like that should be for a quest. Still no sign of that two-file guy. I really thought there was a chance that two-file would be here. Apparently not. I wonder if he's hiding out in these ruins somewhere. Some tucked away obscure spot.
Nothing to be had.
Kind of already explored this area though. Not seeing anything that looks like a person.
Nothing to be had.
Alright, I'm giving up the search. Unless there's a cave over here. Did I already go into that cave? I think I did, and that one just had a bunch of hostels in it. Yeah, it had nobody in it. Well, nobody who I could talk to for the quest.
I have the chalice of the water vendors.
Ah, this chalice is worth a special token of my gratitude.
Okay. That's kind of cool, I guess. Another level up, putting me a little bit closer to getting... I need to get 200 strength and large weapons 2 to be able to equip the Order Sword. Which I might be able to do in the next session if I brew some strength potions, but I'll deal with that later. That's about all I want to play for now. Getting a little tired. This is a shorter session than normal, so I'll probably just edit this one in with the other one and upload it as one video on YouTube, but otherwise, thanks for watching, guys. That'll be it for now. Next time, I guess I'll head either east towards Lago and Ben Arai or south to Morosul. I think Morosul has the arena where Korangar is. Whereas Leicester, I think, is somewhere in one of these cities. Whatever. I'll go explore one of them. But that'll be for next time. So, I'll catch you next time, guys.